Lots to contend with for the players, but it's great that we have a game.
And the bows have gone.
Had quite a bit of bounce yesterday. Was in the air for a time.
Yeah, one thing you can be guaranteed about any players from the subcontinent, they work the ball nicely through the wrists to the leg side.
Here's the bounce. Here it is. Saw a lot of it yesterday. Jumping very wide of the crease.
Wow, what a delivery. Where she actually delivered the ball, cross-seam delivery, hits the seam, goes away, goes over the top of off stump. Geez, that moved a fair bit. Nicely played. Actually rode the bounce really well, and it does an excellent fielding.
I feel like there was a moment, yeah, it does. I think it does there. It looks like it sort of rolls up the triangle.
That's through. Just opened up the hands nicely, did Mushida. Just didn't try and overhit it. That could be the real challenge for them, to see all this open space straight down the ground, to try and get a little bit greedy. But just watch this.
It just uses a piece of it, of that delivery.
Catch! Yeah!
Taken, sharp catch. It's worked for Australia. They've employed that short square leg. Rachel Haynes kept the hands warm, got the fingers around the ball, and that's the first wicket to fall. The edge means that she goes to 1,000 runs in one-day internationals, the first for Bangladesh.
Oh, she's found the gate this time. Really put a little bit into it. Good boundary too. She got plenty on it, did Supta. Shorter again this time, and that is down the leg side. Yes, worked the short delivery from Annabelle Sutherland, and the plan for Australia downwind has produced results. Oh, that's a lovely shot. That is a lovely shot through the covers. Didn't have a lot of footwork, but just waited on it.
Oh, close, and given. Full and straight, that's what the Australians were trying to get, and they finally got one.
Catch it!
Gone. The extra bounce that we always see here at Basin Reserve, and simple catch in the end for Talia McGrath. Nicely cut. How fast is the outfield with all the rain? Fast enough. Boundary to finish the over, 73 for 4.
That's worked very fine. So fine it's found the boundary.
So good cricket that from Lata.
Yeah, nicely driven. Got onto the front foot very confidently, did Romana, and has driven one of the premier bowlers in world cricket through the covers for 4. There's the pull shot. Wonderful extension through the hands. You know, the question is, does she have enough on it to get to the boundary line? No. A little teaser for Ash Gardner. Well, going on the attack, and she's cleared the infield, so some aggression here from Bangladesh with the change of bowler. Tosses it up and gets the wicket. Yeah, really clever play there from Ash Gardner. It was a little bit wider, it was a little bit slower, tempted her again and gets her reward.
Done very well to get it over the top of Jess Jonathan. Another good chase on, but the ball wins the race.
Oh, that's a terrific boundary. We've seen in the previous over, one chipped over the infield before it got to the boundary. That is well placed with power.
Yes! She'll be gone. It's the last over, and Latamondo has decided to go after it. Nothing wrong with that, but Healy's too good up to the stumps. Nicely played, very nicely played. Running away at the moment. Bit of work for Brown to do. And that's good from Bangladesh's point of view. They had a really good finish, Bangladesh, making 135 for 6 and lasting through their 40 overs.
They will need to be able to cope with these conditions and see if they can take a few of the Australian top order out nice and early. A tempter there for Healy. She goes through the offside, carves it right out of the middle. Went like an absolute rocket.
She gave herself some room, obviously a free hit, and all she did was threw the bat at the ball.
Driven nicely, the vacant mid-wicket area, and it will have enough power behind it.
Nice use of the wrist from Alyssa Healy there.
Oh, misfield. That's not what they need. They'll look for two as well. Good running, good call. Yeah, there's been a fair bit of rain that has fallen on this ground. And the skipper, Jyoti, just slipping over. Nicely swept. Couple of bounces and another 4 to Healy.
Easy pickings for Healy. She's not going to miss out on such opportunities.
Goes again, there's a chance, and taken. Great catch there by Jananara, and Bangladesh have struck early.
Wow. Unbelievable. We are all slightly in a bit of shock here because, one, there's no bails coming off because of the wind here, but that has gone through the defences of Meg Lanning, one of the best chasers in the game, has gone with no runs next to her name. As Haynes tries to go up and over, she doesn't. They're on top here, Bangladesh. They're up against the #1 team in the world, and they have them 26 for 3. It's nicely timed. Beth Mooney's not going to miss out on a cover drive like that.
Oh, that's a stunner on her last 2 shots. The ball has been hit along the ground, no risk.
And then the bottom hand just comes into play a little bit more for the second shot and the on drive for back-to-back boundaries. Sweeping again, sweeps a very full delivery, and it's 4 down here at Basin Reserve. They've already got their first win in the Women's World Cup. That was against the West Indies, and they're fighting hard for their second.
What a spell in the last half an hour from this team, Bangladesh.
It was in the air for a time. It hit well enough for a much-needed boundary. So much power, so much strength. And she is in good form with the bat.
No risk taken at all.
She's trying to get it full, but Ash Gardner is up to the task. Lovely use of the feet.
Full face driven all along the ground.
She hasn't quite timed this, I don't think, but it's going to skip away. It seemed to hit pretty high on the bat. That's enough for a boundary. Absolutely brilliant for Bangladesh. They are still in this. It ends a good partnership and a dangerous one.
Goes aerial over the offside. And it won't go. Or will it? Excellent fielding. Bangladesh pushing right to the end.
What a 50. Brilliant by Beth Mooney. She's been superb in the tournament and again today. Annabelle Sutherland frees her arms and plays beautifully out to the leg side. Oh dear. She really tossed this one up. Gave it a lot of air. It's come back at her very hard. It stung. It'll sting more that she's put it down. Just wide. She's easily hit that into the gap. And it gets Australia now within 3. Australia just need the 1. And they complete a perfect group stage. Australia proving how dominant they are. #1 side in the world, undefeated. and through to the semi-finals.